And now your feature presentation.
How was last night?
It was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really great. The sound in that particular theater is outstanding because it has an Atmos system. So even though we didn't mix it Atmos, like somehow it bleeds through. So when the orchestra is playing, it's like crazy. It's like you're completely embedded in that sound. So it was cool.
It's so big though.
I'm going in.
It's a huge theater.
It's all like I saw it last year at the top 10 Canada list, and you talking to Norm Wilner about it was fantastic. But I was curious because this is a conversation about legacy, but also time. And the last time that you two worked together was almost 20 years ago to the
15.
15. Because I have a ticket to Chloe that you signed.
Amazing.
Oh, amazing. So what is the date on that?
That is the 15th of 09.
Oh my
Nine.
God.
So that is 16. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shit. Well, no, but
15.
when we shot this, it was 14
Yeah.
years
Yeah.
ago.
Yes.
Right?
No, 16. No, we shot in 2000.
23.
Oh, this. Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
You're right. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. You're absolutely
No,
right.
no.
Yeah. Because
No, it is crazy.
Yeah.
I never really considered until
Yeah.
you said it last night about
Yeah.
how, we're going into the past with Janine is like really just mining from the past and trying to secure herself and her future, I guess, in a way, like by, going through triggering herself and
triggering her stuff. Yeah.
and for whatever reason she's like this primal thing she needs to do all the things that she's doing and as much as she can control and it's funny like we know that we had worked on Chloe and things have changed and evolved and now that I'm trying to work on I'm not this isn't trauma therapy for working with you or anything like that. It's like it was just like a dream to have that. I don't know what I'm saying. Basically, the historic, like our relationship and the way our lives have evolved and these characters have evolved. For me specifically, these roles and just to come back into your like warm bath of a set, it was like really amazing. And then to play a role play somebody who's like just in chaos is there's no other way I'd like it to be.
Well, it's just
You can play chaos when you feel safe.
yeah,
It's not
but it's just also for me that experience on Chloe was like where there was these moments where I just felt, oh, we can go so deep with this character, with this incredible actress, that there's this ability to just have stuff revealed. And so that of course inspires you when you're writing, right? But you're also aware that you want to make sure that the character you're writing takes full advantage of all of that, right? You don't want to you want it to be special. Like when you have an experience of working with someone that's special, you want, and in a way, you're right that the film is about this experience she had 15 years ago with this imaginary character. Well, this character we don't see, Charles, that was really special for her. Like if we imagine what her character in the film Seven Males goes through, like that was an incredible experience where she met this person, told her aspects about her life, and he transformed it into this incredible work of art, which she's now remounting, and
Yeah,
he's not there. So there's just stuff that it was just really exciting to mine it.
Oh God, yeah. There's just it's complex. The whole thing, like shooting this, didn't have a lot of time, and it. I was going into a world that was already set. That's a real world, like the opera. He directed Salome. We all went to go see it, and then I pretended to be the director of these opera greats, and they stepped into our zone and being on this. It was just crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Crazy.
Actually, you know what? Talking about it, like it feels like, okay, this was actually super rare. Like this was a very rare encounter because most of the time when you see like, actors, like when you see actors working on a play or let's say like there's lots of tradition of that from, All About Eve and to, whatever, a bird band and like, but they're always creating a play artificially, right? It's part of the film schedule. This was an independent thing that was there. And it had actually been there many times. It had been remounted many times. So it was this kind of artifact. But I think as a performer,
capitalize on that.
yes. What an incredible thing for you to see that and actually then play someone who is, it's
Lots of pressure.
you don't need to know anything about opera to enjoy this movie.
Yeah.
Like that's really like
Well, because you even mentioned that it's a workplace
Yes.
drama in a lot of ways. We see the ins and
Absolutely.
outs.
And you have all these people who are aspiring to have roles, like all the understudies, and in a way, also Janine is aspiring to kind of put her mark on this. So it's like there's a lot of layers of how creativity intersects with our own life.
Absolutely. Now, I do have to ask this question because the late great David Lynch has had an impact on so many people, and Twin Peaks: The Return is one of the great pieces of art. I don't know if you'd consider it film or television, but there's even a debate around that. The question obviously is, what was it like to work with him? But were you aware at all of that one moment that the shot of you looking up in the car would become such an iconic or synonymous moment in that show?
No, I wasn't. But I was aware that every single line was just very important. And I was aware that every moment that I had on that set was iconic for me. So I was just, he's what again, like a master. Like there's just so few, and he's gone, and he was making film up until, he left. And it was just, and you're going to be the same way. I mean,
I just want to say, like, was a huge influence on me.
yeah,
Like that, totally, like I say, and I'll tell you a fun fact. I wrote the first Canadian review of Eraserhead.
stop.
I was a student at U of T. I was writing film reviews. I went to the Bloor Cinema at the time, and I had the original press book, but that changed my life. Like he is, and I had our sons played together on a beach in Cannes, and I remember I was in tears, like just watching, it was he was mythological for me.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting an award from Wim Wenders. You're writing, a David Lynch review, and now you're one of the best filmmakers.
Well,
and
I don't know what I am, but I just know that these figures have been so important to me, and like that moment with Amanda that you're describing, I was also like to have, I don't know, it's filmmaking. You have to have these people who are heroic to you and who mentor you and inspire you, and like I remember when I first watched the first Twin Peaks, I was going, oh my God, you can do that on television. You can go that far. You can. Oh.
But that's he is brave, and you are brave. You guys are not afraid to go in the darkness and get weird.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, there's just the lack of creativity has everything to do with fear, and the studio money behind. It's just you are unafraid to say what you want to say, and that was exactly the same with David. And just like, and thank God for him for being that pillar to filmmakers, saying you can do this. People might not like it all the time, but say what you need to say. And there's a great connection between the way you work and the way he works.
Absolutely. And I felt that way watching Exotica for the first time in high school, thinking, I didn't know you could do that with Canadian film, and I didn't know you could think outside the box and just do something that is just a great work of art. So thank you so much for taking the time to talk
thank
today.
you. I'm just glad to be able to honor David Lynch's spirit, because it's incredible that we're,
You're both incredibly kind
but
and happy about doing it. Like, happy with everything. You're always very excited.
I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy.
But it's interesting,
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank
That
you
was
so
awesome
much.
hearing that.